George,
Huh?
do you have diabetes?
Yes.
And how long have you had diabetes?
I don't know.
Long time?
Oh, yes. I've known it for a long time.
Have you?
Probably 30, 40 years.
How did you come to find out you had diabetes?
I had cataracts in my eyes, and a doctor at Lexington was going to take those cataracts off, and they made me take a general election or examination to see if anything would hinder that cataract operation. And it came up with, the medical doctor came up with diabetes. And the first reading I had, he said, was that was long ago. I don't remember how many years. And they had used an old-fashioned method of getting rid of eye trouble. They cut into my eye. It didn't do like it do now. And he said, the medical doctor said I had diabetes. They checked me night and morning at 198, I think, 191. It checked me morning and night. And I think the reading was it was in the 190s.
Wow.
He told me that was not bad. I could take care of it if I would.
And what did you do when you came home and you found out you had diabetes?
Well, that's what I asked him what to do, and he said, well, you should hear well, I can't think anymore. Girl that would tell me what to eat. What do you call them?
A nurse?
And I said, where is she? So I talked to her then, and she worked me out. She told me what to work me out a diet, put me on a diet.
Okay, a dietitian.
Dietitian.
Right.
And so I would follow that diet. She told me the first thing I needed to do was take a 50-pound of weight, lose about 50 pounds of weight. And I only weighed about 180 pounds at that time. I said, whoa, but be nothing left. But I thought I stayed with her diet, and when I got down to a loss of about 40 pounds, my home doctor told me that you add on a few calories. I think she My diet was 115, 14 or 15 calories a day. He said, in about 6 months, he said, you've done so well, you can go adding on just a little on your diet now. So so far as being bothered with diabetes, I don't know what all it has called me, but it certainly hasn't killed me. I'd have known it wouldn't have.
You stayed pretty healthy then.
It may have caused me sufferings that I didn't know what was the bottom of my feet have bothered me a lot. And years ago, when I mentioned that to the doctors, they'd say, well, that's probably your heart, from your heart, not getting enough blood or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they still bother me as bad as anything bothered me.
Did they ever say you had any nerve problems?
Huh?
Any nerve damage? Did the doctor ever say that about your feet?
No, nothing
Okay.
particular.
Well, tell me, how did you? Are you 100 years old?
Huh?
How old are you?
How old? 99 years.
And when's your birthday?
September 22nd, if I make it till then. And I feel like at present that I can. I'll reach the century mark.
And you're going to have a big party?
Well, that doesn't affect me much.
Well, I bet they'll want to have a big celebration for you. What do you think has kept you healthy all of these years?
How's that?
What have you done to make yourself so healthy and live so well all of these years?
I really don't know. I'm really thankful for it. I seem to want to look to my father's genes. I don't really know. My father lived to be 96.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some brothers and sisters?
A few. 5 brothers, 7 sisters.
Well, that's quite a few.
I have one brother down here in this institution that's 90.
He's a youngster.
I have a sister who lives over around Covington, Kentucky, somewhere near Covington. The baby of the family, and she's 84, I believe. That's all. There's 3 of us still living.
Uh-huh. And did any of your brothers or sisters get diabetes also?
Well, country people back then, they just died, didn't know. Doctors say, well, they had a heart attack or something. And I guess, well, I'm pretty sure one of my sisters is 87. From the way they talk and how she died and so forth. Did they have diabetes?
Mm-hmm. Did you do a lot of exercise or activity when you were younger?
Oh, yeah.
What kinds of things did you do?
Well, I was a school teacher. I went to college and became a school teacher. I taught school till my eyes got to bothering me. But I did get in 30-year requirement for retirement dues.
Mm-hmm. Did you work physically hard when you weren't teaching school?
Yeah, I worked on a farm. I had a little farm, raised an acre of tobacco. And that's man's work. Was then. We had no tractor, machinery, an old mule and a plow,
Did you do it by yourself?
No. I have 5 living children. Was married for 57 plus years. And if she'd have lived, well, I suppose we'd be married yet. That would certainly be a record. She's been dead about 12 or 13 years.
Yeah.
Part of that time I lived by myself.
Were you able to take care of yourself without any problems when you were by yourself?
No, I got along pretty well. My eyes got to getting till I was afraid I would have trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, I've always been pleased with myself. But I was afraid I would get sore, couldn't get about good, and I'd leave a burner turned on or something. It might cause trouble.
Do you think that the blindness, the eye problems, did that come from the diabetes?
I don't know. The doctors finally came up with an eye problem as being macular degeneration.
Mm-hmm.
And they informed me then that I would go, if I lived long enough, I would go completely blind. They had no cure for macular degeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't. And so I still have a macular degeneration in my eyes.
But you learned to live with that pretty well.
How was that?
I said, you didn't seem to have any problems adjusting to your eye problems?
No.
Did you cook for yourself?
Huh?
Did you do your own cooking?
Yeah.
What was your specialty? Did you bake biscuits?
Well, no, I bought them. I was at some company, Pillsbury, baked my biscuits, and most of my diet I did.
Did you cook 3 meals a day before you came here to this place to live?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've always been able to eat 3 times a day.
Now what happened, I want to go back to the tobacco growing. When did you quit growing tobacco?
For the reason the government was spending too much money aiding farmers in the tobacco growth, and they bought the farmers out. They no longer protected the prices and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
They agreed to give the farmer, but before they done it, they cut the tobacco basis. We had to opt our government had us on poundage base, and they agreed with the farmers to a farm, a tenure pay according to how many pounds you had. They give you, I believe it was $1 a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And for a period of 10 years. So when I quit, I was actually, but at that time, I had given my farm to my youngest son. He lived on the farm, and he raised the tobacco for the last couple of years. I said, well, if you're going to have to do the work, I'll just give you the farm. I'm not able to work at it no way. I think work is good for a person. Even yet I exercise here in the room. I do exercise every day.
Is that your secret to a long life? Exercise?
Huh?
Is exercise your secret to living a long life?
Yeah. I think it's good for
Think it's good for you? Did you ever take insulin for your diabetes?
Take any?
Insulin? Did you have to have
No.
injections?
No. I think this morning my reading was 116. And that's not bad, is it?
That's excellent. That's very good.
I think they give me one little tablet's all I've ever taken today.
So losing that weight, that 40 pounds or so, that made a big difference for you then.
Yep.
Did you ever gain it back?
Do what?
Did you ever gain the weight back after you lost it?
Oh, no. I now weigh about 145. And that's as much as I want to weigh. I'll exercise a little more if I get. But I still, one of the good things, I still have a good appetite. I still love to eat.
What's your favorite?
Oh, I usually tell them chicken. Chicken is a favorite meat anyway. You know, you can eat it before it's born and even after it's grown.
That's right. Now, what about this birthday? Are you going to have a birthday cake?
Yeah.
Do you have a little cake now and then?
Yeah. Usually set the ice cream aside. They tell me here that the way they make it and so on, it wouldn't hurt me, but I didn't. Most people like ice cream, but I never did have much for. My wife kept it in the refrigerator and eat it all the time. And I pass it up.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about living and being healthy?
I guess not.
Well, I have one last question for you then. If you remember when you were a young boy, growing up, and you think about young children today, what differences do you see?
Well, the biggest difference in my childhood and theirs, they are boss today, and my parents were boss when I grew up. That's about as good a way as I know to express it.
Did you see difference? You taught for 30 years. Did you see differences in the children that you were teaching over that time?
Yeah, it seemed like the younger children are the superior in learning now. Of course, they have different materials and things.
So there's some benefits to now compared to the past.
I didn't understand.
You think that there are some benefits, some good things for children now
Yeah.
compared to the past?
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that we see now is that the children are overweight. They're getting a little chubby. Didn't see that very much when you were a boy, did you, or when you were a young man?
No. No.
I bet you ate big meals, though.
We always had something else to do besides watch television and sit around. We used, after Sunday school on Sunday, usually us boys would hit the woods and climb and run and play and climb trees and
Was your mother worried about you?
no, didn't seem to be. She'd advise us on what not to do.
What did she advise you?
Yeah,
What did she tell you to be careful about?
we'd usually meet with other boys. They'd be older boys in the group, you know, to kind of oversee the actions, keep us from fighting. We enjoyed that though out in the huckleberry fields and woods.
Did you pick berries? Did you go out and pick berries?
Do what?
Did you pick huckleberries and blackberries?
Yeah, mountain tea.
Did you collect ginseng?
No.
No? Well, I think I've asked you everything I have on my list. Is there anything that I didn't ask you about you want to tell us about?
No. I don't know how. Could be so much difference. My brother Kurt is down here in this institution. He hasn't known anything or anybody. Of course, he's had some eye problems too.
Is he here at this nursing home? Yes. So do you get to see your brother then? You visit each other?
Yeah. Well, no. He eats and sleeps. That's about all he does. He doesn't even know me when I go and try to talk to him.
That's hard. How long have you been here?
I come in around the first of the year, and this year will be 5 years. Will be if I make it till the first of the year. 4 years plus.
So do you have birthday parties in the past? I'm kind of hung up on these birthday parties.
No.
I bet you have birthday parties here regular for people.
Yeah, I think
You're just not a party man, huh?
No.
Okay, I think we're going to stop